Hello, this is Lynn speaking for Astrophony, the international astrology channel, and for perceptivity.co.uk, home of metaphysical astrology. This is the sun overview for Libra, or the overview for Libran sun people. And it is for January of 2016, and there'll be another update in May. Sun enters Libra on the 23rd of September and remains till the 22nd of October. Mars trolls Scorpio at the start of the year, which brings fresh accent to the area of your earned wealth. And as Mars is doing a long transit this year due to its retrograde motion in April, which begins in Sagittarius but goes back into Scorpio in late May, it might be best to see this appraisal of security in two parts. The first part in January, February and a little bit of March will make you alert to the possible waste or extravagance in situations in the everyday life. It might be good to see such matters as expendable luxuries rather than unwarranted indulgences. It isn't much use to argue the toss with either yourself or others after the event. The thing to know is what you intend to do about it. It might well be that there is not so much profligate financial action as there is a deep need to reserve funds for something other, which when weighed against the current budget will tend to highlight a need for expenditure cut. The second part of the appraisal in May to August is prompting the action to follow the words, and a conjunction between Mars and Saturn in Sagittarius in late August brings matters to a sharp edge when the facts and figures tend to be in your face, not to mention in the picture of events long term, unless things are altered or modified. It could be, of course, that you have reached your own objectives by then, and only you will know that, but even so, the tally still has to be counted, so be aware that it's hard to dispute the evidence or go beyond limitations brought about by certain deadlines or embargoes. The presence of Jupiter in Virgo in your 12th solar house sees much preparation for changes in store or in the way you want life to go in the more radical sense. Much shifting of perspective and downloading of fresh information is happening in the subtler or unconscious levels of awareness, and synchronicity plays a bigger part in your activities than normal. You may find that people are offering things for the sheer generosity of giving to you in many different forms, or that complete strangers come along with useful or even highly valuable pieces of the jigsaw. Jupiter in the 12th house is one of favourable fortune or help from out of the blue, and to shun it is to set the tempo for the wrong sort of direction or assistance in the future. When Mars is direct again in Sagittarius in August, it's likely you will break the ever-decreasing circles you felt you were travelling in between January of 2015 and that current date of August 16, and perhaps break the pattern in some way, even perhaps the habits of a lifetime. It's a radical period for you as Scorpio, the depth of collective and personal emotion, is being purged by Mars, and Saturn stabilises and judges the long-term hopes and ambitions comprising your mind activity and the radius of your immediate scope of development. It takes you forward only if the floor beneath you is sound, and if you can handle the hazards and restrictions entailed in the immediate plan. But the first Mercury retrograde motion of the year in Capricorn happens in January, while Mars is in Scorpio, so you cannot better the black and white facts or details which are presented then, and the way you feel about them as you prepare to be conciliatory in the face of important matters, or alternatively, to take a more pragmatic view and confront circumstances or people requiring a fresh look. Thank you. Join us again for the next update in May, and if you are interested in a personal chart or horoscope detailing your life in the individual sense, then please contact us at www.perceptivity.co.uk.
Bu akşam seminerimizi canlı olarak mobil uygulamamız üzerinden yapıyoruz.